You know what's wild about the cold? It doesn't care. It doesn't have an agenda. It's not cruel, but it's not kind either. It just is. And the funny thing? Most of us aren't really afraid of the cold itself. What we're scared of is what it represents. The stillness, the loneliness, the silence that leaves us alone with our thoughts. I get it. That kind of silence, it can feel unbearable. Because when everything's stripped away, the noise, the distractions, the comforts, it's just you. And sometimes that's the hardest thing to face, yourself. Life is a lot like that. It gets hard, doesn't it? Things fall apart, people leave, dreams slip through your fingers, and you're left wondering if you have what it takes to keep going. It's like winter rolling in, biting, relentless, and cold. And most people, they retreat. They bundle up in excuses, distractions, anything to avoid feeling the weight of it all. But here's the thing, and I need you to really hear this. You're stronger than you think. You might not feel it right now, but trust me, you are. Because the cold, it doesn't have to break you. If you let it, it'll shape you. It'll strip away everything you thought you needed and show you who you really are underneath all the noise. And that person is incredible. You see, the storm isn't here to destroy you. It's here to teach you. Every struggle, every failure, every moment where you feel like giving up, it's a test. It's the universe asking, how bad do you want it? How far are you willing to go? So, let me ask you, what's your storm? What's the thing you're running from? Maybe it's a goal you're scared to chase because failing would hurt too much. Maybe it's a dream you've been putting off because it feels too big, too impossible. Or maybe it's just getting through the day when life feels heavier than you can handle. Whatever it is, I want you to pause right now and think about it. Because here's the truth. No one's coming to save you. No one's handing you the life you want. But that's not a bad thing. It means you get to be the one who builds it. You get to be the hero of your own story. And yeah, it's going to be hard. The cold will sting. The silence will challenge you. But that's where the magic happens. That's where you realize just how much fire you have inside. Because when you step into that storm instead of running from it, you're unstoppable. So here's my challenge to you. Don't hide. Don't settle for good enough. Face the storm. Embrace the cold. Feel it, learn from it, and use it to become the person you were always meant to be. You don't need permission. You don't need to wait for the right time. The time is now. The world isn't going to hand you greatness, but it's waiting for you to take it. And hey, if you're still listening, I know you've got that spark inside you. So here's what I want you to do. Hit that like button if this spoke to you. Subscribe if you're ready to keep growing, to keep pushing. And in the comments, tell me, what's one thing you're ready to face head on? Let's make this a conversation because you're not alone in this. We're in this together. You've got this. I believe in you. Now, it's time for you to believe in yourself.